the home team, taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking charmed. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Second. Looking to throw. Stein firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Offense.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, Stein. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Harry. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Off play action. Stein. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Stein. This one caught by Davis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a 1st down throw. Warner almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Warner. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stein. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
to throw on 3rd down. Stein. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
35-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Stein. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards
on 3rd down. Stein. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Interference. Defense.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Stein. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings
back to throw. Stein. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Cohen. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 24-yard line.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stein. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
It'll be Warner on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Warner from the gun.
7-yard line.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Vikings 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Warner to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey.
Warner's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6 yard line.
Brought down.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Gain of 5 brings up second.
On second down now. It's Cohen. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
operating from the gun. Stein. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, Stein, and he completes it to Cohen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Stein. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
off play action. Stein, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. To return it now, here's King. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw, Warner. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing rolling again. Warner. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
from the gun on 3rd down. Stein. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Sheffield. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Warner looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati. So now trying to make amends. Throwing on 1st down. Stein. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31.
To throw on 3rd down. Stein. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them.
On 1st down, Stein. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Stein. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Warner. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And it's third down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Is good. That ties the game at 10.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Over the middle this time to Fowler.
Complete to
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Stein firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun. Stein. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
False start, offense.
Boom, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun. Warner. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Now Warner.
2nd and 9.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Stein. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stein. And that will be incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's now.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
The score, Lions 13, Vikings 10.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Sheffield. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Warner. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. As we come up here on 1st and 10. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
to throw on 2nd down. Stein. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now Warner. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. From the gun, Warner. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 17. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 20! And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's King. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
To the ground and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Warner. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Warner's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Warner. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, Warner. He'll rifle this. It's caught at the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Warner. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen.
Number 29.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Over first and 10. At their own.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 7. And time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Warner. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
On 3rd down, Warner. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.